Hey everyone. So welcome to the chat. I've been chatting with some of you already. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Happy Juneteenth Eve. Readings, I got you, or I'll call you Lex. Lex, I got you added to the list. So today I ended up having off for Juneteenth, or in lieu of holiday. Surprisingly, I found out yesterday at like 4:30 my time that I was gonna have today off. So it was a happy surprise. It's been a long week. So, yeah, you're welcome, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. And while people are trickling in, I think what I'll do is do a little collective read. It's been a while since I've done that. I'm also going to light some incense. So I have this incense here. This is called Remembrance. And it is by... well, I don't know if it's by them, but I got it in my monthly Witch's Moon box. So I figured for Juneteenth, what better incense to burn than Remembrance? So I'm going to just move this over here. So for our collective read, I'm going to use my Moonlight Oracle. I kind of had the week from hell, so this deck is really just really uplifting and... motivational a little bit. So I'm going to do a collective read with this, and then I will go ahead and get started. I have Athena down, Heather, Vianney, and Lex. So let's see what we have for our collective read. Oof. There we go. Collective reading for today. Ooh. Oh goodness, I love this. All right. So I'm going to move this over here. So the card that I got, I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera now. And guys, surprise, new camera, who dis? So hopefully you guys can see that. I will bring it a little closer so you can see a little better. But this is Moonstone, and this card is all about intuition, divine feminine, moon magic. So if you, I don't know about you guys, but I practice witchcraft and I really like to work with the energies of the moon. So maybe this is just a sign that I need to spend some time with the moon this weekend, regroup, do some grounding, get back on my feet ahead of next week. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. Keep that in mind. That is our collective reading for today, and we will go ahead and get started. Joe, I got you down. All right, Athena, you are up first, hon. Let me know what your question is. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. And that goes for all of you guys. Don't forget to give me a like. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. So again, Athena, go ahead, get your question in. And then Heather, Vianney, and Lex, you guys are on deck. And just so you know, I have my Wild Unknown Tarot. I have my Moonlight Oracle deck. My yes or no coin, and I have my bones if you want a general reading. Yes, ma'am. I feel like a drill sergeant sometimes. Butterfly, got you on the list. Joe, I will call you up when your turn is when your turn's up. So while we wait for Athena, Heather, you can go ahead and put your question in queue. I know sometimes chats lag, so just it might be a little out of order, but I always try to make sure not to miss anyone. Hopefully you guys are getting some really good weather over there. It was really nice today. I went for a little walk. Okay, let's see. Heather wants to know the Capricorn's feelings for her. I'm going to move this out of the way. And Athena, if you are still out there, go ahead and get your question in the queue or in the chat. Okay. Capricorn's feelings towards Heather. Capricorn's feelings towards Heather. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's a nice card. So you got the, I'm going to see if I can get a little closer here so we can see. Still working on my setup. You don't need to see all the background stuff. That's just fluff. Oh, thank you, Athena. I appreciate it. I will, once I do this reading, I'll explain how the week went. But you got the Six of Pentacles. And this is a really, really cool card because even though, you know, Wands and Cups can be all about like passion and stuff like that, the sixes are about communication, and earth energy can be really long lasting. And what I really like about this card is it shows like these little, you can see these little buds here blossoming. So you have sort of a blossoming relationship with them, and it's more, you know, where like swords can sometimes be like, all right, I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure. Whereas like earth energy, you know, if you deal with any earth signs, they're really like, once they put thought into stuff and emotions start to well up, it doesn't take long for things to bloom. So that's really good. Yeah, so Heather, your Capricorn has budding feelings towards you. Athena, so I'm thinking my weekend will go a lot better, but so go ahead, get your question in a queue while I tell this story. VNA, you can go ahead and get your question in the queue as well. And then I have Lex, Joe, and Butterfly up. So you guys are on deck. So this week, my job has been really hectic. We're in the middle of like a data migration. And on Monday, my computer just was barely responsive. And I'm the point of contact for that migration. So I was getting copious amounts of emails and Teams calls and Teams chats, and I couldn't do anything with them, and it was so frustrating. So, and Tuesday was like the cutoff. So that was when everybody had to be migrated over, or else they would like lose their data. And Monday and Tuesday were just a train wreck. Like Mercury retrograde was just like, it woke up and was like, I choose violence. Ooh, we got our questions in. Okay, Athena, what is my friend Jose thinking about you currently? Okay, let's see. See what, I hope I said that right. Hosea? What is your friend Hosea thinking about you? What is Athena's friend Hosea thinking about her? Let's see. Ooh, we have a lot of Pentacle energy today. So this is the Son of Pentacles. That is a lot of, well, I was going to say that's a lot of earth energy, but it's actually a little bit of earth and fire energy. So they are like, what's the word? They're thinking of you as, I don't want to say as a resource. Let me search for my words real quick. It's good energy, so don't be alarmed. I'm just not thinking of the right word. Like I said, it's been a long week. Okay, so the keywords for this are loyal, dedicated. So he has your friend, I don't mean to assume gender, but Hosea, your friend, is thinking of you as someone who's really loyal, someone who's really dependable, and you know, they find you to be a very trustworthy person, so they put a lot of faith in you. I don't necessarily see anything romantic at this stage, but that's not a bad thing, right? Especially if you want something romantic later, these are really good qualities for someone to have in you, or to think that you have. But oh, I'm sorry if you're lagging. I will be more patient. Um, and I don't know if it's me either, because my computer is, she's an old girl. So I'm slowly working different scenarios, trying to see what works best for the stream. But Athena, that is really good energy. I think, your friend really thinks very highly of you. Okay. VNA, what are Uziel's intentions towards me? Ooh, okay. Let's see. What are Uziel's intentions? What are Uziel's intentions towards VNA? So you got the Mother of Cups. The Mother of Cups is a lot of like emotional energy, but I don't see it as like romance. I just see it as like pure love, right? So, think of this is like a mother swan protecting her chalice, and this is kind of how Uziel is towards you right now. He sees you as someone who's worth protecting. And again, when I say that I don't see it as romantic energy, that doesn't mean that it's not going to blossom into that. These are all great foundational energies to have for a blossoming relationship. So yeah, he really sees you as someone that he wants to protect and care for, and yeah. So Athena, VNA, Heather, let me know how you guys like your readings. Let me know if that, resonates with you guys. Lex, Joe, and Butterfly, I have you guys up next. You're so welcome, VNA, sorry. So, Joe, if you are in the chat, go ahead and put your question in. And I see Lex. Oh, Joe, I see your question. Never mind. Lex, if you're still in the chat, go ahead and put your question in. And while I do that, I'm going to go ahead with you, Joe. Okay, so since you asked a yes or no question, I'm going to consult the coin, and depending on the answer, yay, I'm so glad I said his name correctly. I don't like messing up people's names. It's like a personal pet peeve of mine. So Joe, I'm going to ask the yes or no coin, and then I will expand on that. So does Jackson want to be more than just friends with Joe? Ooh, so yes. So let's do, I will sort of, based off of that, yes, I'm going to change the question a little bit. So, what relationship does Jackson want to have with Joe? What relationship does Jackson want to have with Joe? Ooh. The Hermit is a very interesting card because so it could be one of two things. It could be that now that you know the answer is yes, you already know the answer to the question. Or it could be more like you need to meditate a little more in order to see what the next steps are. So this is a card of introspection where you just take some time for yourself, meditate over the answer and go from there. So it's really a non-answer. And this deck sometimes will do that. It will say like, if you already know the answer, why are you asking me? That is one of the quirks to my Rider-Waite. So, but still, that's like still great news, just like you said. Oh, Athena, that is really good then. You have, if you're not looking for anything romantic, that card's even, not that it was any better or worse, but it's like, a great friendship card. Like really long lasting companionship, either romantically or not, but in your situation, whatever it is you want out of it. Okay. So I just did Joe. Butterfly, what's coming in love soon? Oh, you're so welcome. Thanks for joining, Athena. It's nice to see familiar faces. I after a while I start to remember all of you. I say familiar faces, but familiar usernames. So it's always like I get to like chat about stuff and catch up and see how things are going with you guys. All right, so Butterfly wants to know what is coming in love soon. What is coming in love soon? What is coming to Butterflies from love life? Ooh, okay, the devil. I'm gonna look into that a little more because the answer I think is a little probably off the beaten path. Because the devil is sometimes about materialism. This doesn't really answer the question. I'm so glad that the message resonated with you. So the devil is about addiction and negativity. In terms of the wild unknown, generally it could be about materialism, but in this regard, I think what it is a warning about not focusing so heavily on romance. I don't see it as like, I'll do a clarifier because I need to dig into this a little more, but it's not that it's not going to happen. I think that you want it too bad. And sometimes when that happens, when that happens, you can make silly mistakes or make silly choices, choose the wrong people. So I think it's a warning in like, don't allow yourself to be so heavily focused on just wanting romance, right? So let me do a clarifier. And don't think of it as bad. Just think of it as it's a warning. Thank you for the follow, Spirit Atlas. All right, clarifier for this devil card. Clarifier for Butterflies love life. Sometimes, okay, there we go. All right, so you got the Father of Wands, and this is definitely a warning for you of just not attracting the wrong people. And I see this very literally. The Father of Wands doesn't necessarily have to be like a literal like snake, but the Father of Wands can sometimes be someone who's very charismatic and can really charm you, right? Think of snake charming and stuff. So be careful not to attract those people or not to let those people into your life just because you want to get into a relationship or you're wanting love. So that was really deep. I know it was a lot. Probably not what you wanted to hear, but I will say that the wild unknown is very blunt. So sometimes it's just gonna tell it like it is, and it was not. I could tell it was just like, why are you still asking me this question? So I'm sorry, Butterfly. But I think this is a good opportunity to just, enjoy time to yourself and find things for yourself. So don't kill the messenger. But I do wish you a lot of luck. Hi, Spirit Atlas. I love that name. Hi, Adeka? Or Adeka. um, so let's see. Lex, if you are still in the chat, go ahead and put your question in. If you guys want to join the queue, just say, join or exclamation point and join. I'll add you to the list. Otherwise, we're just having a fun tarot-filled Juneteenth Eve. All right. So I am adding... yeah, there we go. I'm adding Adeka to the queue. I didn't scare you off. Good. I feel like maybe next week I'll bring out my Rider-Waite because it's much more like flowery with its answers. More like I want you to figure out the answers on your own, and I'm going to teach you what you need to know instead of tell you what you need to know. So, depending how the rest of this evening goes, maybe I'll have to pull that out. Hey, Jada, how are you doing? All right. Adeka, go ahead, put your question in the queue, hon. Just so you know, I'll pull this down so you guys can see. I have my tarot. If you guys want Oracle, it's a great deck for kind of just like a nice energy reading, you know. Will you ever see your Leo again? So, Butterfly, not gonna lie, when I pulled out the Father of Wands, I saw the lightning and I was like, oh my god, is this the Tower card? I was like, this deck is like cursing at me right now, but it was the Father of Wands, thankfully. I have you down, Jada, so I will get you after Adeka. All right. Hope you guys are having a good evening for those of you who are just joining. You know what, Adeka, I'm going to do my yes or no coin first and then expand on that just because then I can ask a question differently. Thank you for the follow. All right. Will Adeka see the Leo again? Ooh, just made it. Oh, you will. Okay. So I will do a timing clarifier so we can kind of get an idea of the timing of when you'll see him again. And if you want more details, go ahead and put it in the chat. But just based off your question, that's kind of what I'm going to go off of. Yeah, Spirit. So I use... Sorry, I'm laughing at Butterfly's comments. Spirit, I use Restream, and I can stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time and join the comments in together. It makes for a bigger family. Okay. Timing clarifier. When will Adeka see the Leo again? When will Adeka see the Leo again? Ooh, the moon. So I'm going to do one more card. The moon leads me to believe that it'll be a few months. And I just want to double check that. I don't like relying on major arcana for timing. But I do think it's quite a few months. I'm going to show you the other cards I keep pulling. And it'll probably make a lot of sense why it's a few months. Timing clarifier. All right, so this was the other card. this kind of looks like the sun, but it looks like the moon blocking out the sun to me. So basically think of it as, you know, a few moons from now, which is a few months. The moon card itself, and then this card is sort of like a medium level card. So I'll just say a few months in general. It won't be a few years. It won't be a few weeks. Hey, Auntie, how are you doing? If you guys want a reading, go ahead and put your question, or go ahead and put join in the chat so I can add you to the list. If you're just here to chat, feel free to join us in chat. Either way. All right, Jada, you are up next. Go ahead and put your question in chat. Hi, Sarah. If you're this, I feel like you've been in my lives before. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. All right, I got you both down, Sarah and Auntie. Is Khalil still interested? I'll do the yes or no coin. Just if you're not familiar, I'll do the yes or no coin and then expand on it if we need to. We'll see what we get. Hey, Lovity, how are you doing? Let me write you down. All right, so is Khalil still interested in Jada? Yes. So let's see. Let's do an expansion. I will ask on your behalf. Why hasn't he spoken to you? Why hasn't Khalil spoken to Jada? So the Three of Pentacles. You know, I think he is actually using this time to talk to other people, not like romantically. I mean, just to get his thoughts out, rely on his friends, and process whatever happened between you guys. And sometimes that can just take a while. Pentacles is also very like slow moving energy, so he probably just needs a little bit of time to himself, to some time to him and his friends, so he can, you know, discuss what's going on. But yeah, I don't see this as like a negative thing. He, you know, he's still interested, just needs some time, so just be patient. All right. Hey, Gemini, yeah, just go ahead, put join in the chat. I'll add you to the list. Let's see. I have Sarah, Auntie, Lovity. So Sarah and Auntie, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. All right, and Gemini, I got you down. You're welcome. I know when you like, it sucks to be told, like, just be patient, I'll come around. Especially when you're sitting over there like, what is happening? But, so, Auntie, explain for me. I just want to make sure I'm reading this right. So was this happening in the dream? An elder woman in your dream was advising you that you did the right thing walking away from Trey and Israel? Or is that what someone told you about your dream? Just clarify. And while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and do Sarah's reading. Oh, Spirit, I'll show you in a second. It's a really cool coin. I've seen it floating around a few times, but yeah, I'll show you a little more about the coin. So Sarah wants to know, is Zamir What are Zamir's current feelings towards her? All right, what are Zamir's current feelings towards her? Gotcha, Auntie. Thanks for the clarification. I'll get that next. What are Zamir's current feelings towards Sarah? Ew. Daughter of Wands. So he's kind of in like that newfound discovery of some sort of passion for you. The Daughter of Wands is, he's probably been in that stage for a while, actually. So Wands is all about like passion and stuff. It's not like the same as Cups, where like Cups are decidedly emotion. Passion can be a few things. So there's something about you that interests him and has for a while. So yeah, and that's really cool. And what I really like about this card is you can see, I'll bring it a little closer. You can see the blossoming of flowers and the snake sort of entwining around the stick. So it's like something's blossoming within him that he's sort of starting to wrap himself around. All right, let's do a little bit of dream interpretation. So an elder woman was advising you that you did the right thing walking away from Trey in Israel. Let's see what that is about. Ooh, okay. You got the 5. I don't know why I could not tell that was a 7. You got the 7 of Cups. This is really interesting. So, which is very funny because I just mentioned Cups a second ago, but 7s are about reflection, right? You're kind of you have some sort of knowledge, you're reflecting on it, stuff like that. It's a time of assessment. And when you're dealing with Cups, right, you have so much energy, and then there's this cup that you are just letting go of, or you're emptying. So it seems like there's just something that isn't serving you in your life. And I don't know if Trey is a real person or he was someone who was manifested in your dream. But I mean, even in the cards, it shows like walking away from a person, situation, whatever, was definitely the right thing to do because you're happier for it. You might not necessarily feel it right now, but ultimately that's definitely where this is going. Okay. I had a feeling he was real, but you know, I don't want to assume like how people's dreams manifest. But yeah, this is pretty much that situation is happening. And I think, you know, it's probably confusing, but you're gonna be way better off. So don't beat yourself up too much about it. Don't, you know, overthink it too much. I think I want to pull this in a little more just to so yeah, and you're so welcome. So I have, let's see, let me make sure I didn't skip anybody. Okay, I have Lovity and Gemini. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. And, you know, as someone who is more of a, like, do as I say, don't do as I say, not as I do type person, I understand how that feels. Let's see. Lovity, I see your question. So guys, be careful not to put your questions in the queue too soon, just so I don't lose them. So I think I still see your question, Gemini, so we're good. And so while I take a little drink break. I'm going to show off my little coin here because Spirit was curious about it. It's a two-sided coin. Let me see if I can catch the light and turn it around a little bit. So the no side kind of reminds me of like the death card, especially in the Wild Unknown. It looks like it looks like the mixture of, it almost looks like the skeleton of like an angel or something. And then the yes card is really cool. It has like some palmistry going on. It looks like the sun, the moon. I'm gonna catch that light a little bit. It's really hard to see. Aqua, you figured it out. You didn't even need me. But yeah, this is just a coin. I got it off Amazon, and then when I got it, I cleansed it, charmed it, you know. Similar to Tarot deck, took some time to bond with it, and actually more like a pendulum. Make sure it wanted to work for me, and people enjoy it. Thank you. Candy, I have you, and then Aqua. So let me get to Lovity. Your question is, oops. All right. You guys are about to hear one of my cats screaming for attention in a second. Capricorn's actions towards you. Capricorn's actions towards Lovity. Capricorn's actions. Whew. All right. Let's get this out of the way. So you have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles can sort of be about disenfranchisement. It's usually about something physical, but it can also be about like a person and sort of like realizing they're not necessarily all they're cut out to be. It could be a lot of disappointment. So I don't know that he's taking any actions towards you. I don't know if something happened between you guys, but I don't think that he's going to be pursuing anything unless he can get out of this state. So I'm sorry, Lovity. I hate giving disappointing like readings. All right, Gemini. What does Jip the Sagittarius have against me? And comment below if you got, you know, if your reading resonates, or just let me know how you feel about it. Gemini wants to know, what does Jip have against me? What does Jip have against Gemini? Oof. You got the Tower. So, the Spirit, you're so welcome. Yeah, it's just a fun little coin. And before I read this Tower reading, it's nice and heavy too. Like, it has a lot of weight to it. Like, you can hear that. So it's not like a cheap coin, but it's very affordable and it looks cool. All right, so you got the Tower card. The Tower is a little bit of like disheaval before coming to some sort of like levelment. So I don't know, did something happen towards you guys or between you guys? Like, was there a specific event that happened? Because he's sort of like, what's the word? Let me look this up because I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. or I don't want to tell you the thing in a way that makes it seem like it's like end of the world, you know? So yeah, basically when he thinks of you, it's just painful and confusing emotions. And so, I mean, something has to have happened. I don't know what it is, but usually what happens in these kinds of readings when I can't quite get a clear picture is this is pointing out something, and usually it'll trigger in your mind. And whatever that first thing is that triggers in your mind is the event that you're probably you weren't initially thinking of, but is what is the issue in that reading. So sorry, it's a little ambiguous, but maybe it's just more ambiguous on my end and not on your end. Hey, Magical Magician, welcome. Yeah, just go ahead and put join in the chat. Let's see. So I got Lovity, Gemini. Okay, Candy and Aqua. Go ahead and put your questions in the queue. You can just go ahead and or type them in the chat. Sorry. Yeah, guys, maybe there is a little bit of a delay. But you know, if you're on Twitch, you're welcome to stay on Twitch. You don't have to transition over to YouTube. I get your messages more or less the same on my end. I just don't know necessarily how you guys see them on your end, but you know, I want to make it as easy as possible for you guys. So whatever you want to do. I know I could just get a whole bunch of coins and just like put them between my knuckles and I could just knock people out. It's a great way to use divination. Ooh, messages from the spirits. Ah, yay, there's the subscribe. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Lunar family. So, Candy, let's do a message from the spirits. So, I'm going to do a tarot card for you, but I want to also do the Moonlight Oracle just to get like a general energy, and then we can expand on that. So, Magic, you're in the queue, but I'm not going to take your question yet. So I might ask you to ask it again just in case I lost it. All right. Messages from the spirits for Candy. Message from the spirits for Candy. Ooh, so this card is Artemis, goddess of light and divine protector. And that's really cool. So I'm gonna leave that there and then do a tarot reading as well. Hashtag coin attack should cracks me up, and I feel like I should use that. Message from the spirits for for Candy. Message from the spirits for Candy. And then I'm gonna move that out of the way. Okay, you got the Four of Wands. I wonder, have you been working on something like I don't know, like pursuing a passion, or just maybe you have a hobby that you're really into, and maybe it's felt a little chaotic, but it's starting to like come together, or it will come together really soon. And it's almost like a light bulb will go off in your head and things will just become a lot more easy. So, sorry, my cats are up to something. I don't know what they're doing. And I don't know much about Artemis, so let me look at that. Ooh, you have been working on something. How mysterious. Okay, that is card 49. And I don't know if you work with goddesses or anything. So if you do, then you got Artemis. But, ooh, so, it says call on her energy when you need support or feeling of safety. So I feel like maybe, I mean, if you don't work with goddesses, that's not really, you don't have to do that. But maybe that's something that will lead you to this as well, is, you know, focus on your support net, your friends or family, people like that, because as you kind of go through that chaos in order to get to this like aha moment and where things start to come together, you kind of need that support system, right? And another thing that I really want to point out from this card is say no to what hinders or bind you. So this is the time where you're going to come out of like whatever chaos is happening and you're going to have like smooth sailing. Nothing's ever really smooth sailing, but you know what I mean, right? And this is now the time where it's most important not to give into those like negative thoughts. So, ooh, are you working on your tarot readings? Is that what's going on? That's exciting. Aqua, am I on the right track with life goals moving to Texas? Let's do a yes or no coin, and then we'll elaborate. So I actually not recently, it's been over a year now, but moved from northern Texas. I lived in DFW for a while. All right, is Aqua on the right track moving to Texas? Ooh, bad spin. There we go. Oh, yes, you are. If you want me to elaborate on that, I can. I feel like, you know, that sort of answers the question pretty concisely. But if that, you know, brings up further questions, feel free to ask. But good luck on your move. You're so welcome, Candy. Good luck with everything. So I'm going to reform your question to be more like, instead of am I on the right track, what will you get out of moving to Texas? How's that? All right, clarifying that yes card. What will Aqua get out of moving to Texas? Ooh, Son of Swords. First Swords card this whole evening, hasn't it? So let me look this up, just because Swords is a little bit of my kryptonite. I tend to overthink it sometimes. But what I really like about this is, right, the owl, first of all, is very wise. It's a very wise creature, and you know, it's just swooping in for the kill. It knows what it wants, and the sun is very fiery energy, so fire and air and just very combustible situation, but it can be a good combustible, right? Like an engine, it propels us forward. So this card is all about like determination. So whatever it is about moving to Texas, you're very determined to do it. Like, I feel like the move isn't the determination, it's whatever is in Texas for you that is fulfilling this determination. So I'm curious, I mean, you don't have to tell me why you're moving to Texas, but I'm curious to see how that resonates with you. All right, I have up next Magic. So if you guys, if anybody wants a reading, you can go ahead and put join in the chat. And when I call your name, you can go ahead and put the question in. So let me scroll back up. Michael the Magical Magician. I love that. It's so cool. Hold on one second. There we go. So if you want to be added to the queue, go ahead and put join in the chat. All right, Michael the Magical Magician. Let's see. What is divinely guided for your career? Ooh, you think you're being pushed to do something. Interest has been piqued. Yeah, Chrissy, go ahead, put join in the queue, and I will get you after Mike. All right, let's refresh this deck a little bit. All right. Oh, excuse me. What is Mike guided to do for his career? What are the spirits guiding Mike to do? Ooh, okay. This one and this one. All right. So let me mark him off. And before I put your cards out, just Polar Hyper Teddy Bear. Oh my gosh. So Spirit, actually, I thought I turned it off, but my bot is a little like janky. You can, I think if you click the link, but it doesn't include the YouTube list. So that's part of the downside to restreaming. All right. So Magic Mike. I'm sorry. I really love your name. Like that's really, it's just so cool. Okay. First, you got the Hierophant. The Hierophant, usually, especially in this case, I think is saying like if you don't have a mentor or someone who is helping you career-wise, like a career advisor, yeah, Hyper Teddy Bear, go ahead, add yourself to the list. I got you, Chrissy. And I got you, Hyper Polar Bear. Yeah. So this is all about gaining knowledge, right? But gaining knowledge through the help of a mentor or an advisor of some sort. So if you don't have someone who is filling that role for you, make sure you find someone to do that. And then your second card, and I'm looking this up because it sometimes the Wild Unknown has slightly unique readings that don't match up with quite what should be answered. So this card is actually a warning for you. It wasn't a warning in the last reading, which is very interesting, but this is a warning for you not to give into deception. And I think having this person will help you do that. So I don't know what you're getting into, but maybe you'll be surrounded around people that might want to lead you astray. So I wish you luck in whatever your endeavors are, but make sure you find like trustworthy people to be around. Yeah, so guys, I've just been keeping track of the list manually. Like I have this little like running list here of people, old school style. So when you put join in the chat, it just like alerts me so that way I know to add you to the queue. So Chrissy, go ahead and thank you for the follow. Chrissy, go ahead, put your question in the chat. And then next up after her, I have you. Let me see. Spirit, did you say join and I missed you? I'm so sorry if that happened. Because I can add you to the list as well. But I have you, Hyper Teddy Bear. You guys have such unique names. I really love it. Yeah. So, Magic Mike, yeah, let me know if that resonates with you. Okay, Spirit. So I will do Chrissy, and then go ahead, Spirit, put your question in, and then I will do Hyper. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I lose track. My Qbot is horrible. I don't like it. So I thought I had turned it off for Twitch as well, but I must have only turned it off for YouTube. Whoop. Okay, so Chrissy wants to know who is coming towards her in her love life. Who's coming towards Chrissy in her love life? So you got the Hangman, which is do a clarifier on that. Who's coming towards Chrissy? Okay then, just throwing cards. All right, and you got the Ace of Cups. So let me look into the Hangman, because usually the Hangman, I see that as like the individual who is getting the reading instead of like the person coming into their life. So I think what is going on, to get the full picture of everything happening, is this is sort of not a warning, but like, this is what you need to do in order to get here. So this Hangman is all about sacrifice and just letting go. And, you know, if you have walls up, stuff like that, you need to let that go in order to get to any beginnings of a relationship. So if you have a hard time doing this is something you really need to work on, because this is a great card. This is literally the start of relationships. And that is, I feel like, you know, I don't know, I could be reading into it more than I need to, but Teddy is okay. I will call you Teddy. But yeah, just, you know, let go, work on pulling those walls down, and you'll have like a new beginning waiting for you at the end of it. And I know it seems a little like, I gotta do some work to get to this, but it's actually really good, because it's like you kind of see the outcome of what you're working towards, and you see the end goal, right? So guys, if you guys have been enjoying the live, if you enjoyed your reading so far, go ahead and make sure you give me a like, make sure you give me a follow, subscribe, and I do appreciate any tips, no matter how big or how small, if you did enjoy yourself. So, Spirit, you are right on cue, girl. Like, you are on top of it. Okay, Apollo. Okay, so you ask, how can I become friends with my sister? Oh. All right. It's not that I don't see nothing. I see it as you need to do something with yourself first, but you definitely have that waiting for you. It's just, I don't know how to explain that better. It's not that it's not in your path. I think it's just at the end of your path. So you have other work to do before you get to that. No, don't be sad. It's good news, really. Like, you know, I don't know, maybe it could just be me, but you know, I always feel like knowing is better than not knowing. So just knowing what you need to work on makes it easier to set goals and to, you know, set those intentions or find ways to work on what you need to. Yeah. I'm sorry, Chrissy. But I think maybe, you know, with the hangman, and I relate a lot to the hangman because one, I'm an only child and I'm a Taurus, so sometimes I can be a little like slow to open up to people. So I understand having to sacrifice or letting go and opening up. It's not a fun path sometimes. All right. Sorry, Spirit. Let me shuffle this deck a little bit. So, yes, I'm a Taurus, very, very strong Taurus energy, but I am a Pisces moon and rising. So maybe that's what you're saying. I relate very little to that, but people still see it in me as much as I try to suppress it. Okay, so Spirit asks, how can I become friends with my sister? How can Spirit become friends with her sister? Ooh. So you got the 8 of Wands. And have you spoken to her yet? Because if you haven't interacted with her much or at all, then this is just saying like dive in, just go for it, just take that action, and you know, literally, like I take this card literally, strike while the iron's hot kind of thing, because it's scary, but you never know, and sometimes you just kind of have to do it. And I don't like these cards because I don't like to do that, but sometimes it's just true. Sometimes it's like, you know, when you're slowly trying to get in a pool and it's like torturous, whereas if you just jump in, you're good, right? So Teddy, I have you next. Spirit, let me know how you feel about that. Good luck with your sister, though. I mean, I feel like that's really super exciting. Oh, wow. But you guys, so, I mean, I don't know how old you are now, but you guys have never, oh, okay, then that's what it is. So you guys have interacted, but it's been a long time in between the two. So that's really, it's just like, you want to do it, but you're not sure if you should, so you've kind of been teetering, but just go for it. Because, I mean, life is short, you know. You never know how long you're gonna have people in your life. And I feel like screw toxic people. They shouldn't dictate who you create relationships with. So, sorry to be a little soapboxy. Oh my gosh, if you're old, then I'm old because I'm a year older than you. Teddy, go ahead and put your question in the chat. Sorry if I missed it. I'm going to scroll up real quick. I feel like I missed a question from someone. Oh, Black Madonna. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I can take your question. So Teddy and Black Madonna, you guys will be my last ones. I believe I got everyone otherwise. Yeah, go for it. And if they give you like gruff about it, just tell them that I said you should do it. Oh. Are you literally deciding between two paths? I'm debating how I want to tackle this. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull a card, try to describe the situation, and then let me know. I will ask for it to choose the path for you, and then let me know if that describes one of the paths. All right. Yeah, reach out. Go for it. If 2020 taught me anything, time waits for no one. All right. Which path should Teddy continue down? Or which path should Teddy take? Let's ask that. Which path should Teddy take? Ooh. 3 of Cups. So this is all about friendship. I don't know if there's a path that either your friends have suggested you take already, or if there's a path that leads you towards a stronger friendship. But the 3 of Cups is, I'm gonna look to see if there are any other things in here other than that. But it's so funny because this deck can be very straightforward, and then other times it could just be like, I'm going to be really cryptic and see what you get out of it. But yeah, so I see this as one of those 2 things. Let me know if it rings a bell for you. It's either the path that your friends have already told you that they think you should go down, or it's the path that will lead you to a stronger friendship. Maybe it could be a lot of things that can happen with that. Is it? Okay, good. Because it's funny because, oops. That's what I get for absent-mindedly shuffling. It's funny because sometimes things can be really cryptic to me, but make immediate sense to you guys. But, I don't know your lives, so it makes it hard. Like, I don't get how this card answers the question, but it does. I trust my wild unknown. Yeah, Tessica, I will take you as the last one. So let me just say after this. Oops, there we go. So go ahead and put your question in the chat. But there we go. So there's a guy who I feel should be more friends with. Oh my God, yes. That is so... Okay. I knew, that's so cool. I like when you guys describe what's happening after I give the reading, because I'm like, that's what was going on. Yeah, you could totally have a general reading. That's not a problem. Teddy, I think that's just like right on. I think a friendship path with this person is probably what that pull was for. So, Tessica, since you want a general reading, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my Moonlight Oracle deck. And then I will do a tarot pull as well. Okay, general reading. General reading for Tessica. You're so welcome, Teddy. I'm glad that helped. General reading for Tessica. Woo! There we go. So you got Pachamama, which is Mother of the Cosmos. And let me look into that. That is card 45. And then I will pull a tarot card for you as well. So she's also known as Mother Earth as well. So she is nourishing. She has like that divine feminine energy. She oversees planting and harvesting, and basically when she shows up, it's a good time to practice gratitude, unconditional love, and tune into your inner creation or mother. So I'm gonna do a general tarot reading for you as well. General tarot reading for Tessica. Oof, did not mean to bend that. So this is the Eight of Pentacles. Oops, I am just knocking everything over right now. Just want to move that over. So the eights are about like mastery and accomplishment, and Pentacles is all about the physical. Sometimes it could be money. So like if you are working towards something new financially, something like that, or if you're it could be like trying to buy a new house, starting a new job, starting a side hustle, you know, anything like that. This is a really good time to do it because you have a lot of that really good energy, and you have that sort of, you know, when she's the goddess of earth, but like focusing on harvesting, it's almost like, you know, reaping the benefits of your labor kind of thing. So you've been working really hard on something, or you've been planning something for a while, and it's time to reap the benefits of that. It's a really nice general reading, and I just want to show off. You did? Oh, so I'm sure everybody feels this way, but applying for jobs is physically exhausting. So this must mean that something is about to come through the pipeline with one of those applications. And I just want to show off how pretty this card is. My lights don't capture it as well as it should, but that's so exciting. I wish you luck, Tessica. And I applaud you because I know how the job hunt can be. It can be wearisome. So good on you. I can't wait to see what the fruits of your labor are going to be. All right, guys. This has been a really fun group. I really enjoyed doing these readings for you guys. I know some of them were a little disappointing, but oh yeah, the wait is just as exhausting, if not more exhausting, especially because sometimes they don't even give you like a deadline. It's just like, we'll call you back eventually. But you're so welcome. Thank you guys for joining me on this lovely Friday evening. I've been slowly working towards making my lives a little longer. I'm sure you've been noticing. You know, they started off as being solidly an hour. I'm starting to push towards the hour and a half time frame. But readings are exhausting, so I will try my best to push it a little further. If you guys really enjoyed your readings, make sure you give me a like, subscribe if you're on YouTube, follow if you're on Twitch, and or both if you're on both. And I do appreciate tips, but they're not mandatory. So you guys have a great Friday, a great rest of your Friday, and make sure you do something celebratory for Juneteenth tomorrow and enjoy your weekend. So thank you so much, guys. I will be here. I try to be here every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if I'm not, sometimes I will do a Sunday fun day in the morning. So see you guys next Friday. And if you want to be alerted to my lives, just follow me on Instagram. I tend to post mostly there. Bye, everyone. You guys have a great weekend.